Greetings, St. Clair friends. I'm going to teach you how to manipulate the Today tab. Now, the Today tab is over here in our website where it says Today's Events, and you will see a list of events happening here today. This is a little bit of a confusing subject for us to cover because in our WordPress setup, we have two different event plugins that are installed. The first one is the event plugin that will show up right here on the home page, and it will contribute to this events page. It's basically the all events page. If you run over here to all events, that's where we are. But what we want to talk about today is the Today's Events. This is a separate events plugin, meaning if you add an event to the first events plugin, you're going to have to add it as well to this plugin. Or if it's something that you're only interested in having it show up on Today's Events, then this is the only thing you need to worry about. The events that you'll see over here, we have two sets of events. The bottom events, when you hover over it, it really only has, let's go back to our dashboard. It really only has two links in here, all events and add new. This is the one that's going to show up on the web page, on the front page. So this is not the one that you're going to want to work with. This is going to control these events over here. What you want to work with is the one where if you hover over it, you get a whole bunch of different options here. That's the one that's going to control today's events. I wish I could rename this tab for you, but I can't. If you were to click on this, this is where we're going to get started with events for today. It's actually pretty darn easy. There's an add new button up here, and when you do that, it will take you to your event page. So you can say new event for Alan, and the body of this can be anything that you want to. Today is my favorite. All right, awesome. So over here you have your calendar. If it's going to be an all-day event or not, use this checkbox. Otherwise, you can just schedule it for whatever time you want to. This defaults to today, but you can always schedule it for a future date if you know ahead of time what's going to happen. I'm going to put this at, let's see, 6 o'clock p.m. And over here, there's a location thing. Now, I always like to point this out because show map and show link are enabled by default, and we don't want those to be on because there is no venue for this. All this is optional information. I think this is the only important one, the event website. You can add whatever relevant URL you want to. And then there's one last thing that I like to do on these pages, and that is over here on the right side there is a featured image button. And if you click your featured image, first of all, there are plenty of choices that we've already uploaded, but you can always upload your own with this Upload Files tab up in the left corner. If you don't want to upload, you can use something from our media library. I'm going to go ahead and choose this cross. I'm going to click this button down here, set featured image, and now we're set up. We have our event, we have a time and a date, we have our featured image, and I've happened to have added the URL. Now, over here on the right, you can preview this, you can save a draft if you want to come back to it later, but I'm just going to go ahead and click this big blue button that says Publish. And when I do so, when you go back to your website under the Today tab, Today's Events, you'll see that at 6 p.m. this new event has shown up. This is the new event for Alan. Now let's say you don't like this. We don't want this to be live on our website right now. So if you were to log into your dashboard, you can find your Events tab and click on it, and it will be listed in here. And if you hover over it, there's a big red button right here that says Trash. And for this one, I don't want this to show up anymore. I'm going to go ahead and click Trash. Boom, it's gone. It has been removed, and if I were to refresh in here, you can see that it is in fact missing. So that walked us through creating a today event or scheduling it for the future, as well as removing it. If you need any help, you can always contact me at webmaster@stclair.org. Okay, thanks.